He's saying garden
everyone, and I know how random was this vlog. I kept my mouth shut and I didn't tell you for those who follow me on social media. So yeah, I decided to do a vlog because if you do follow me on social media, you know I just graduated from the DFMA Makeup Academy in London in Parsons Green, and my mum decided to come over for a few days, so I'm going to be seeing her with my baby brother and my sister. I'm so excited. They're flying in tonight at around 8. They're going to be here, so my dad's going to drop me up to Bethnal Green in London, so it'll be in central London that we're going to be staying for, I think, 4 days. And yeah, we're going to be going to like the wax museum, we're going to go shopping, we are going to Legoland as well, which I actually am really excited about, because the last time I was in Legoland, it was years ago, like years. We're bringing Ali because she recently just made her communion, and if you're from Ireland, you'll know what a communion is. I'm pretty sure all my followers are from Ireland. I'm not that big, but yeah, so that is kind of why I wanted to make this vlog. I just said it would be a good chance for me to see how I get on with the vlog, instead of, you know, just, I don't know, I just thought it would be quite fun, and I wanted to keep my mouth shut and like surprise all of you with a vlog, because this is really stepping out of my comfort zone. Like, I'm just gonna have to, oh, my arm's gone dead. Jade, you're covering the camera. I'm just gonna have to like suck it up now and just record in public. Like, London is used to seeing tourists around the place, so yeah, so I think that's kind of the update. So I will be back on when we are at the hotel with Mum and Ali and Louise and all that. And yeah, if you want me to do more vlogs, make sure to give this video a big fat thumbs up. Make sure you hit that red button, because who doesn't want to see my face 24/7? I know I wouldn't, so I understand if you don't want to. I'll have all my social medias left down below, so you can check them out while you're watching out the video or whatever. And let's see how this vlog actually ends up. Okay, if I do this, I'm going to be extremely proud of myself. If I forget, then this video is just going to be sitting on my camera roll. I'm going to make sure I don't forget. Like, I really want to do this. I really want to do a vlog. I've always thought about doing it. So yeah, okay, let's test this out. Let's see if it's actually going to work. And yeah, I think that's it, and I shall check in with you in a little bit.
just woke up now. As you can clearly see, I never got to record last night because yesterday was like so traumatic for me. But I'm just going to tell you what happened now before I have to get dressed. So basically, I was on the train, the Metropolitan line on the tubes, and Louise, come here, and hey, look at that. And give him a little bit. And I was halfway through my trip because I had to meet my mum at Liverpool Street. And basically, when I was on the train, it was kind of traumatic for me. But probably to other people it wouldn't sound it. But if it actually ever happened to you, it's like so scary. But anyway, when I got off the train, I had to ring my mum when I was at Liverpool Street. I left my phone on the train. on the tube train, so like that they're really hard to get. So I had no way of ringing her, and I was in the middle of London City, and I just didn't even know what to do. So I went up to the information desk, and they couldn't really help me, so I had to go all the way back to Houston, where I originally came from Hemel to Houston, and then onto the tubes to find a police officer, because like I was lost and I had no way of like contacting anyone. And they gave me their phone, so I ended up texting them on Facebook, and I kind of got through to my dad, and he was actually already over in Houston, because obviously when he rang the phone, a man answered. So like that like freaked out. And this I got in at like 9, and I only actually, this was all at once, so it just goes to show how long I was actually literally lost for. I also went to Bethnal Green, where Mum was staying, and I was looking around, and I was walking around the city like trying to find them. So stupid. And I was asking people like, oh, do you know where this place is? Which I do not recommend doing, because if someone ever said, yeah, I do know it, they could take you anywhere. So don't do that. Don't do what I done. And yeah, that was kind of what happened there. So I was like freaking out. I was crying, because you're in the middle of London City, you don't know where to go, and you have no way of contacting anyone if anything did happen. And then, so I was with the police officer back at Houston, and I met my dad then, because I rang him on Facebook and he answered. So I got my dad. I rang him, or I found him. Then we had to go back and get my phone, and then because he was ringing the man, and the man was actually in the information desk on Wembley Station, a guy that was going to the soccer game picked it up from the train and dropped it off at Wembley Park.
A soccer player.
Yeah, and that's happened. So thank God he actually picked up my phone, because I would not have a phone right now. And that was kind of the last thing I was really thinking about yesterday. I was like, right, get over it. Your phone's gone. I need to try and figure out how to get back and have some family communication. And so I did find it. But if you actually were ever in the tubes in London, it's very, like, you really need to just be careful, because anything can happen. There's so many people. The tube transports, oh my god, 10 million people a day, so there's so many people that you don't know that aren't going to help you, because London's very, you're your own person and that's it. Like, the staff were really helpful, but the police officer definitely helped me the most, because when I went to the staff in Liverpool Street Station when I was supposed to ring Mum, they just sent me up to Bethnal Green, where they're originally staying. And sure, when I got off at Bethnal Green, I didn't know where to go. Like, I was so confused, and I just didn't know where to go. And me being stupid, were asking questions, so people knew I was lost. Don't do that. That's not a good idea. Just don't do that. I don't know why I done that. But yeah, that happened. I know this vlog hasn't really been the best, but I did get some nice like shots of what we were doing yesterday. I never got a shot of the food. I forgot to do that actually, but because of yesterday, it was just like so traumatic, and I was supposed to be here on Sunday night, and that just didn't happen because it was too late. I didn't really want to go into London at 9 o'clock in the tubes, so that would have been a big no. But I said I would tell you this, because if you are ever in London and you are with just your friends, or even if you're with your mum, and you're completely lost, stay in the safety of the tubes, because if you leave, you have no cameras on you, whereas in the tubes there's constantly cameras, and the staff are really, really helpful. But just really stay in the tubes, the safety of the tubes, because if you leave and you start asking people questions, anything can happen. So it did teach me a lesson as well in that sense. And always keep your phone in your bag, because there's no point in bringing your phone. You have no service in the tubes. The reason why I have my phone and I didn't lose it during the 4 weeks of me doing my course is because I was really good and I always kept it in my bag. But for this one time, I put it in my hand, because I was using Google Maps to try and find my way to Bethnal Green, where we were staying. So yeah, that happened. So that was just a little bit of a story time for you, and kind of just like a heads up, like, it's scary when you get lost in London. I was all cocky, like, oh, I know my way around the tubes, and no I don't, because obviously I left my phone there. I knew where I was, I just didn't know what to do because I was in the other side of London and Hempstead was hours away. So it's just a little bit of a lesson, and always get an all-day travel card. That's what I recommend, because if you ever did lose your money and you have no money to go back on the tubes where you wanted to go, just get an all-day travel card. Yeah, they're a little bit more expensive, but you have them for all day and you don't have to buy anything else. And it's the National Rail and the tubes that you can get, so definitely get an all-day travel card. It's a lot more easier. I was definitely grateful that I had an all-day travel card, because then it would have cost me so much. I got in and out, I didn't have to worry about money at all. So yeah, that's a little story time that I was like, oh my god, look at him, he's full of chocolate. Oh my god, look, he is full of chocolate. Right, okay, so I'm going to jump back on here when I have my makeup done, because we are going to Legoland today, as I think I said before on the intro. Yeah, because Ellie made her communion a few weeks ago and we're going to go to Legoland today. And yeah, that's kind of it. You're full of chocolate too. Yeah, so I'm going to jump back on here when I'm dressed and I'll have a few shots of Legoland and all that. And yeah, toodaloo. Literally just fixed my face up, and now I think we are going to head. I'm going to go get something to eat. Why do you keep looking at me? So weird. Yeah, and then we're going to go in the tubes again, but this time I'm going to be with someone, so I won't lose my phone. Louise!
I spilled my coffee. Oh, that is so cute. I love it. Yes. Where are we going, Ali?
Legoland.
Where are we going, Louise?
Stop.
Stop. Ali, are you excited?
Big scared.
Bit scared. Look.
You dig it up and then
Do you want to get a picture? on the roller coaster, so I'm going to record her. So it'll be pretty funny to see Ali's face, because she's terrified of every single roller coaster in Legoland, and Legoland's for kids, so I don't know. Oh, he's so cute. She's so cute. Right, okay, I'm going to record them now. Now, and then we're going to go shopping later. That's kind of all I have to say. It's quite a boring trip, but say hello, Luis. Luis.
Dad.
No, that's you. That's you. And yeah, we're going to go get some coffee, do all that jazz, and then go shopping. So I'll be excited for that. And yeah, can't wait. Ali, get down, get down. Oh.
Charles, Prince Charles and Camilla.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh my
We're so lucky we
god.
came down when we did.